about the LCI taillights from Amazon. I've gotten a lot of requests to put up a review of how they've been holding up on the car and to see if they are just as good as OEM. And I have a few things to say about them. The very first thing is the water. For some reason, the inner tail lights just have a lot of water inside them. And every time it rains or I'm driving through rain, I get home, and if I open the trunk, I just see water swishing all up inside over here. So definitely a big problem here. And what blows my mind a little bit even more, I didn't use the Amazon insulation. I used the OEM just to see if they really will get wet and damage on their own. So apparently they do. Another thing with the tail lights is every time that you turn the car on or you go to hit the brake to turn the car on, this side starts to flicker. Let me show you. So as you can see there, they flicker every time you turn the car on. Another thing, my lady was driving behind me the other day and she called me and said, hey, your tail light's flickering. So I told her to time it. So we got home, every 19 seconds, the light flickers. Very, very strange. And it does it on the left-hand side. So I don't know if it's because of the water damage or because of the wiring or whatever the reason, but it flickers. We were installing them. The plug that you have to plug into the outer tail lights is very loose. The first time you plug it in, it feels okay. But if you unplug it, just to see if you want to readjust this to the body or something, and you plug it back in, you feel that it got loose. So eventually, now it's almost completely out of its housing. So every time you pull it on it now, it's kind of loose. So they're not very tight, the back connectors. When you're driving during the day and you actually have them on DRLs, just on, and you hit the brake, they're not as bright. You can't really see as clear as the OEM Euro spec, which is a big issue. You wanna let people know that you're braking. I'm gonna show you with this Florida sun, so let's see. Everything seems to be operating pretty well. DRL still works. Every time you hit the key, everything is still fine. The right tail light, the outer and the left, they make a weird noise when they're turning off. It's almost like a fan or something is going on and off. It's very weird. They make a little noise, so I don't know if that's okay. Sometimes when the timer goes off for these to go off, you'll see that it kind of like shines for 2 seconds in and out and then it turns off. Sometimes there's just things that sit right between the lens and the LED. I don't know why you got a thing here. I saw another thing right over here. You can't see it on camera that good. And this will go away in just 2 days. I don't know if it's dirt or something stuck, but things apparently get behind there, which is weird. And you can probably tell on camera, but this and this color are very different. That's not the same red. It's mixed, matched, and colored, which is also not something you want to put on an expensive car. Make your own decision when you go with the tail lights. There are way better deals that are very close to the same exact price for OEM that come with the harness, and you won't have a headache of having to spend the money for something that's this. The choice is yours. The next video, I will be making a video to put on the OEM Euro spec with the harness that we made. That video very soon. Here's my opinion on the Amazon taillights. I'm putting in the lights like I said, and we'll see how it is different. And actually, before I do that, I will be installing the Euro spec on the M550, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison of the color, the combination, what it looks like, so you guys can see for yourself the difference between this and OEM. The choice is yours. Stay tuned, my friends. Video coming out very, very soon. Peace.